Hi, I'm David Gant, your Buncombe County Commission Chair. I'd like to talk to you about the April 6, 2010 meeting to give you some idea of what your Buncombe County Commission did. We had a lot of issues about zoning. Zoning is new to Buncombe County. We're one of the few mountain counties that have any type of zoning. And so we're still working on it, learning how to do it. But generally the way it works is we zone the county. We tell people this is what you can and can't do on this piece of property. We have different types of zones. If you disagree with the zone that we've given you, you have a right to appeal it. The first appeal goes to the planning board, and they have a hearing, and the public is invited, neighbors are invited to talk about why they want the change or they don't want the change. If you disagree or the person disagrees with the decision of the planning board, then it comes before the Buncombe County Board of Commissioners. We have another hearing, and we had 8 public hearings last night. The reason we had so many is that there were 8 requests, but most of them were very short because nobody commented on them because everyone agreed to it. So we look at each one of them individually. We actually had we turned down a few, we granted a few, and we listened to what the neighbors say, what the use is, what's fair, and that's the whole idea. Your community has some say in what it's going to look like in the future. You lose a little bit from your absolute right to do whatever you want to in your property, but hopefully none of us want to do something that would ruin the neighborhood or totally change the character of the neighborhood to hurt your neighbors. So it's kind of a give and take, and I think it's a useful thing. There's no county in North Carolina that's ever gone back to no zoning after instituting zoning. So that says to me that once people understand it and understand what it does and doesn't do, it's something that's useful and people do agree with. We are going to have some amendments to our zoning ordinance that talk about steep slopes and ridge tops and how they should be treated differently. Talk more about that later. Last night we went through, we had 8 hearings. The most controversial one is one out on Charlotte Highway in the Fairview area. That was continued at request of the lawyer who's handling it for them. But we did hear from the public on that one. We also had a resolution for a group, Altamont Investments, to basically help them increase jobs in Buncombe County. Here's the way that worked. As many of you know, the federal government has passed many stimulus packages. The idea behind the federal stimulus money is that they want to encourage people to create jobs, to help people get out and work and do projects that are long needed, and also to do green things, things that help our environment. We had an application from a group that started off literally in the closet. They make high-tech transmitters for communications. It was a $4.9 million, almost $5 million project, and we're glad to do it because it's going to increase the jobs, it's going to increase the salaries out in Buncombe County, and it'll be a good thing. Then we had another issue that we talked about. Again, some more stimulus money that we won. This one was used to buy natural gas vehicles for mountain mobility. 2 win-wins for our community. The natural gas, of course, reduces our carbon footprint, and I think everyone's in favor of doing that and reducing the pollution that we have. But the other win, it was for mountain mobility. So we're going to buy, it's either 12 to 13 vehicles that run by natural gas. Mountain Mobility is a Buncombe County program that helps anybody in Buncombe County, regardless of finances, get from one place to another. And this is going to help our people be mobile, the ones that don't have cars or can't get out or are disabled or have other problems that keep them from driving. So this is yet another way we're going to help everybody reach their potential, get out where they need to go, and we think that's a good thing. And to use federal money to buy natural gas vehicles, I think, is a win for everybody. So we've been trying hard to get that stimulus money, and this is our opportunity to do that, and we delivered on that one. We're going to have, I think, 12 vehicles is what I have here that will be natural gas compatible. So good thing for everybody. We made some appointments to the Riverfront Redevelopment Commission. Again, this is a commission that's going to hopefully mirror the successes of the Downtown Commission and build up our riverfront. French Broad River Resources Study Committee. Again, we have to look ahead, folks. We can't just let things happen and then talk about it. We need to be proactive. And this is a chance to study the French Broad, to see what we need to be doing to make sure that we keep it good for our children and grandchildren. There's nothing random about planning. You got to look ahead. And one thing, I'm very proud of our commission, and I'm proud of the support that our community has given for planning. Because we live in the most beautiful place in the United States, probably in the world. And I think most of you know that. But we've got to work hard to keep it that way. It's going to grow, it's going to change, and we want it to be good for everybody that comes after us. So this is great that we're looking ahead here, and we're trying as hard as we can to keep it that way. Thanks for listening to me. Feel free to call me anytime, email me with any questions about this, and I enjoy being your Buncombe County Commission Chair. Until next time, have a good evening.